Yes. So, my people, I'm back with another one. And this time we're going to look at this clown called himself Muslim apologist. So, this guy called himself Muslim apologist. We know him more. We know him more as Menj. Menj, more like mange. So during his debate with the apostate prophet, um, the clown decided to call Christians the P word. So he called Christian the P word, and this is why I tell you have a lot of Christians who are against Sam Shamoun and the way he handled these stupid Muslim. But I do believe this is the way you should handle these Muslims. When I say these Muslims, I'm not talking about the regular Muslim going about his business. I'm talking about these Dawah donkeys and these Muslim who come on Christian channel to echo and talk stupidity. There's a way to handle them. And the way to handle them is exactly the way Sam Shamoun handled them. Maybe not in every way, but I do believe that you're not supposed to be soft to peace of Christ be with you, my sister. I do believe that you're not supposed to be soft to a Muslim Dawah preacher. And Muslim Dawah preacher, these Dawah donkeys they do not come only on YouTube channel. They come to your channel too. Just like they would go to Sam Shamoun channel and they would heckle and do all kind of stuff. When you look at a Muslim preacher who is supposed to be inviting Christians and others. That's what their dawah is for, is to invite people to Islam. According to the stupid prophet, they says to invite let me show you. Invite. Let me show you something that let me show you something that this two-mouth Muhammad say. Let me show you something that the man with two mouths, because I keep telling people that Muhammad have two mouths. With one mouth, it seems like he's a good person, but with the other mouth, he is nothing but an evil bastard. And so here is what a Muslim Dawah preacher is supposed to be doing according to the Quran. When they're out on their Dawah, this is what they're supposed to be doing. This is what one of the mouth of Muhammad say that they're supposed to be doing. So let me show you what the mouth of Muhammad say that these Dawah preachers should be doing. So these Dawah preachers should be doing this. According to Surah 16, 125, invite to the way of your Lord with wisdom and great instruction, and argue with them in a way that is best. Indeed, your Lord is most knowing of who has strayed from his way, and he is most knowing of who is rightfully guided. So with one mouth of Muhammad, it's saying invite to the way of Allah with wisdom and good instruction. Oh, wow. and argue with them in a way that is best. Do you see that? This is what one mouth of Muhammad is saying. You know, one mouth of Muhammad is saying to invite to the way of Allah with good instruction and argue with people in a way that is best. But with the other mouth of Allah, we find something like Surah 9 verse 29, where it says, let me show you with the other mouth of Allah what you will find. Because Allah got two mouths. Allah is Muhammad's two mouths. Let me read it for you. And also, when you look at that verse telling you to invite to the way of Allah in a way that is best, does it really even make sense? Because Muhammad says, when you meet the Jews and the Christian, do not greet them before they greet you, and drive them to the narrowest part of the road. That means if you meet a Christian and a bridge, and there is no rails on the bridge, don't greet them before they greet you, and drive them to a part where they could actually fall off into the water. That is what Muhammad says. So look at this now. He says, okay, invite in the best way. Invite them to the way of Allah in the best way. But look at this. Also a commandment to fight those who do not believe in Allah and in the last day, and who do not consider lawful what Allah and his messenger made lawful. And who you supposed to fight? Those who were given the scriptures. Those who were given the scriptures mean Jews and Christians. And you see where Muhammad said, do not greet the Jews and the Christian. You see Muhammad saying, do not greet the Jews and the Christian before they greet you. And when you meet any of them on the road, force them to go the narrowest part of it. That means if you meet somebody on a bridge without any rails, you need to force them so close to the edge that they possibly they fall off into the water. So you see that the same Muhammad that is saying invite to the way of the Lord in the best way is also telling you that the people that you should be inviting to the way of the Lord, you can treat them like dogs when you meet them on the street. And even in the Quran, you see, like Quran 58, I think 22, where it says, you will never find anyone following Muhammad. Let me actually put that verse up there so we can read it instead of me paraphrasing it. Surah 58, verse 22. So we look at it here. Surah 58, 22. You will not find people who believe in Allah on the last day having any form of affection for those who oppose Allah and his messenger. So at the same time, you're telling people, invite people to the way of Lord, but you have no affection for them, even if they were fathers and sons and brothers and kindred. Not even your mama. Not even your mama. Do you see that? So do you see the kind of mind that Muhammad have? Muhammad was a madman with two minds, a bipolar disorder. 1 minute he's saying something that sounds not too bad, but then you look at his other mouth and you know that what he says make no sense. Because how can you invite people in a way that is best when you have no affection for them? So if I oppose Allah and his messenger, you are not supposed to invite me to the way of Allah. Is that what you do? You say, oh, I have no affection for you, but I'm inviting you to the way of Allah. How is that possible? That you have no affection for someone, but you can invite them to the way of God. Do you see this stupid book that Muhammad wrote? And then these clowns say, write something like it. I've read motivational books that is better than the Quran. So when a clown said to you, write something like the Quran, why would I want to write something like the Quran? Why would I want to write a two-mouth writing, contradictory, two-mouth, stupid writing like the Quran? Why would I? Why would I want to write something like this? That telling you to invite people to the way of Allah in the best way. But at the same time, he says, you will not find anyone who believe in Allah on the last day having affection for those who oppose Allah and his messenger. Like, are you not supposed to invite those who oppose Allah and his messenger to the way of Allah? Are you supposed to just go out there and invite people who don't oppose Muhammad? Allah make it easy for these clowns. So there should be no competition, no questioning, and no say, I don't believe in this. Do you see that? Stupidity, man. Stupidity. Then look, so during his debate with apostate prophet, the idiot decided to call the Christians, shalom, my brother, shalom. God bless you too, my sister. God bless your family too also. So the idiot decided to do what? To call Christians the P word. And you guys know the P word, the vagina word. That's what he decided to call Christian during a debate. Can you imagine that? Listen to this.
I mean, just because Christians today are pussies and, they don't want to.
You hear the guy?
Commit religion. Their religion doesn't enforce.
In a debate about Islam, this guy decided to call Christian in a debate on social media, decided to call Christians the P word.
I mean, just because Christians today are pussies and, they don't want to, commit religion. Their religion doesn't enforce the laws of the Bible. Doesn't mean.
So for me now, I'm going to ask you guys a question. Anybody listening to this? If somebody was supposed to call you that kind of P word that he just called somebody, or somebody call you a pedophile, which one? So there's two P word. One P word is the vagina word, and the other P word is pedophile. If somebody should walk up to me on the street and said, you are the vagina word, guess what? I'll walk on my business, go where I go. But if somebody should walk up to me on the street and said, you are a pedophile, guess what I would do? I would stop and be like, hey, why you call me a pedophile? I don't care if he called me the P word, the vagina word, but if he called me a pedophile, I would care. I said, dude, why are you calling me a pedophile? What did I do? Where you get this information from? Dude, what's going on with you? Are you okay? Because there is many of us, Muslims and Christians who have been called the P word. For real. Many people call the P word. But does it bother I don't know who fight when somebody called them the P word. Who is disturbed? Who didn't go to their job? Who didn't go home? Who didn't eat their dinner? Who run home and go to bed? Who run home screaming like Mohammed, cover me, cover me, cover me, after someone called them the P word? Who? The vagina word. Who run home and said, like, Mama, he called me the P word? No one does. This is why, but you on social media calling Christians the vagina word when there is another P word that you can be called. This clown here, police raid his home about 2 years back. Police raid this clown's home, and the reason they raid this clown's home in Malaysia, the reason they raid his home, this ugly fat slab, the reason they raid his home is what? Let me tell you why they raid his home. Because this clown was at his home watching child pornography on his computer. While this clown claiming that he's doing Dawah on his computer, he's watching child pornography on his computer. But he come here and social media calling people the P word, vagina word. Who is more of a vagina word than this guy? This guy is not even a vagina word. This guy is below being a vagina word. This guy is below being a vagina word. This guy is an anus. This clown right here is an anus. A filthy, unclean anus that need to be wiped. A nasty anus. This guy is. I'm telling you the truth. This guy is a nasty anus. A man who involved in pedophilia and child pornography is a nasty anus. I don't know how this clown is out on the road right now, only in Malaysia. If this clown was in the United States, and guess what? During his debate, he showed apostate prophet United States passport. But I guarantee you that this clown cannot come to the United States. I guarantee you that this stupid, brainless anus cannot come to the United States. But here he is calling Christians the P word, the vagina word.
That Muslims should be
wow! Wow! Okay? Wow! Did you guys hear that? Did everybody hear that? What did you just say, Menj? What did you just say? Can you repeat that?
Mangy donkey.
It's True Blood Sports tonight. This one coming in from Mr.
Can you repeat
Monster.
what you just said? What would happen if somebody came here and said the same thing about Muslims? What would happen if people said similar?
If a Christian had say Muslims are the vagina word, guess what? After the debate, every YouTube channel that Muslim can afford would have a video about this Christian apologies. But me, I'm telling you straight that how I feel. This guy is an anus. A-N-U-S. Any man who sit in his home or anywhere and watch videos and have pictures of naked children is a anus that deserve boom bye. I'm telling you, I'm right. Literally, he deserve boom bye. Anybody look it up and it will tell you what that means. Any man who live to feast their eyes or to molest innocent children deserve boom, bye, bye. And then go and pray. Whoever do the boom, bye, bye need to go and pray. If the Most High will forgive, then the Most High will forgive. If not, that's what I believe. That a man like this flat, fat, ugly slab that sit in his living room or his bedroom or wherever he sits and feast his dirty, worthless eyes on innocent children deserve boom, bye, bye. And this clown here, do you see the big glasses this idiot have to wear? Big like bigger than a car headlight. Why? Because God is taking away his sight. Because this clown don't deserve a sight. Watching children, naked children, pictures and videos of naked children. But here calling Christians the P word. Deserve boom, bye bye. This boy. We're not holding anything back on this clown.
Things about Muslims. What would happen if people name called Muslims in such a way, which I do not even do? You people would go crazy. You would go.
And look at him laughing. Do you see? This religion, man, create a bunch of people that are degenerates. And when I say that, we are not talking about the lay Muslim. We are talking about these Dawah donkeys. Are we seeing what's going on here? You know, are we seeing what's going on here? This clown who was arrested in Malaysia for having child pornography on his computer device. He's on social media at this moment because Malaysia let the donkey go and is calling Christians the vagina word. Can you imagine this? And during his debate with apostate prophet, the clown decided, oh, I'm going to show my American passport as if, but who knows? Who knows? Because America is slipping. America is slipping. America is slipping. And I'll say it again. America is slipping. Americans do not realize what is going on in Europe. What is going on in Europe, where Muslims are taking over the countries in Europe and exploiting, harassing the citizens of that country, those countries in Europe. A teacher was beheaded by Muslim because he showed drawings of Muhammad in his classroom. This is what Europe has become. We see David Wood show a video of Muhammad Hijab and his goons, Muslim goons, his Muslim gangster, because Muhammad Hijab says there are Muslim gangsters out there. They were marching on the street shouting death to Jews. They want the Jewish blood. They want blood. They literally paraphrasing what they're saying. And when the police try to calm them down and restrict them, Muhammad Hijab threatened to kill the police dog. In the United States, if you kill a police dog, it is like you kill a police officer, because a police dog is regarded as a police officer. But this clown living in England is threatening to kill the dogs, the police dogs. The clown realized that he can get away doing these things in Great Britain, but could he get away doing these things in America? No, not at this moment. But guess what? If America continue to go down the pathway that they are going down, guess what? Muslim will do the same here. How do we know that? They are testing the water. How do we know that? Let me show you one thing that we can use as evidence that this is close to happen. Uthman ibn Farouk make a video claiming that he was stabbed by someone who looks like an American citizen. Look like an American. Look like he was born here. And this is like what? 8-9 months ago? And what have you seen out of it? Do you believe that you could go to certain countries in the world and claim that you're stabbed as a even though you might become nationalized and become a citizen there, but you're still a foreigner, and you claim that you are being stabbed in their country and nothing come out of it? Nothing come out of it? You don't believe that the police in America, they heard about this story. Don't you think that they should press to come to the bottom of this? Don't you think that they should press to come to the bottom of this? You don't think that the police should release a statement regarding this incident? You don't think that they should investigate this incident and show that this man is a lying clown? They allow him to get away with this lie scotch-free in the United States. Even in Jamaica, if you go to Jamaica right now and say you've been stabbed and you're a Muslim sheikh, and you say you've been stabbed by a Jamaican, do you think the Jamaican government would let you get away with saying that their citizens stab you? Or do you think that the Jamaican government would let their citizens stab you and get away with it? As a foreigner, just let the citizens stab you like that? They would do everything in their power to come to the bottom of it. But America just let things slide by. Like, oh, let's sleep. Let's go to sleep and watch them. Let's go to sleep and watch them. This is what is happening. They are testing the water to see how far they can go. And the same thing that you see when they test the water and see how far they can go and get away with it, they're going to start doing the same thing that they do in those third world countries of theirs. Those countries where they can go and slap a woman for not wearing an hijab. Those countries where they can go and kill someone for calling Muhammad a pedophile or a dirty bastard. That's what they're testing the water to see how far they can go, how much they can get away with. You see, Muslim politician in the United States is pushing for Islamophobe law, trying to take away your freedom of speech, to silence you. This is what you see going on. And to be real with you, this goes on under the Democratic Party. Most of these nonsense carry on under the Democratic Party. Reality.
Not you would start crying like fucking babies.
And it's literally true. Literally true. Literally true. I remember Kenny Bomber, or Boomer, whatever his name is, when Atin Touch was in England, the Muslim cut this Christian woman preaching in a park, the Christian woman preaching in a park, and they cut the woman. One of them cut the woman, and when Kenny Bomber, this so-called imam, Muslim imam from Texas, heard about it, he decided to arrange a bunch of names, including my name and other people who I'm affiliated with, and says, what do you expect people to do if you speak out against Islam? Literally, he said that in other words. When he have a debate with David Wood about the nastiness of Muhammad being a pedophile, literally, if you watch that video, you see that man crying like a baby. A man who says, what do you expect people to do? Literally, in other words, what do you expect Muslim to do when you speak out against Muhammad? Like he was saying that it's an expectation. Christians should have the expectation of being attacked and harmed and possibly killed by Muslim for speaking out against Muhammad. But when someone was speaking about Muhammad, the clown cried like a baby. This clown here is calling Christians the P word, the vagina word. But look at who he's calling a Christian the vagina word, or calling Christian the vagina word. Look at the person. Look at this person. This clown, fat slob, maybe don't even have a wife, sit in his home watching child pornography and calling Christians vaginas. Can you see? Only in Islam. Only in Islam. You sit in your home watching child pornography with your perverted, nasty, dirty mind, watching child pornography, and because you escape because of the crazy country that you live in, you have the mouth now to be on social media calling people vaginas. Wow, what is the world coming to?
Here you are calling other people names and calling an entire religious group pussies. I mean, really, man, this is the true face of Muslim apologetics. Here we have it.
Yep. Yep. That's what they are. I'm telling you, I went on EA Dawah. I went on the EA Dawah clown show one time, and I make a comment, and Issa Dawah read the comment. I tried to find the clip. I think he cut it out. I think they cut it out. I think it was their 101. I think it was their 101. And I make a comment, and you could hear the guy telling me to suck his private part. On camera, he said it, but believed that he was not heard. When they asked him, he said, someone said to him, I think it was the other clown on the thing, said to him like, what did he say? No, I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. You know, and this is you hear Muslims, you know, the Muslims who are a little bit more decent, they would say to them they're using too much profanity on their podcast. If you think I'm lying, look at some of the comments of Muslims telling them that they're using too much profanity, because Issa literally said to me when I make my comment, I type a comment and he read the comment while they were talking, while the other clown was talking to this guy who said he was a Christian. Issa read the comment and then tell me to suck his private part. Are these clowns different from Muhammad? No. Muhammad told Muslims to tell people to suck the penises, to bite the penises of their fathers. Abu Bakr, who Muhammad promised that he will go to Jannah, told a man to bite the clitoris of his God a lot. So nothing these Muslims are doing is not new. It's part of them. I call him an anus, and the reason I call him an anus is not because he's a Muslim. It's not because, oh, I'm just calling all Muslim anuses. No. I call him an anus because the guy is a pedophile. The guy was arrested for child pornography. He's an anus. And anybody who don't believe that this guy is an anus, something is wrong with you. This guy is an anus. A big, dirty, stinking anus. This guy is. Let me show you something about this pedophile guy calling Christians the P word. Let me show you who this guy is. If you guys believe that this guy is a nice guy, let me show you who this guy is. There's nothing nice about this clown. So you see, world famous, the Muslim apologist, aka Menj, arrested for child pornography with English subtitle.
Kegiatan haram mengakses, memiliki gambar dan video lucah, pornografi kanak-kanak dan dewasa akhirnya tumpas. Ini berikutan maklumat berkaitan kegiatan ini yang dilakukan oleh seorang individu yang tidak bertanggungjawab.
If you look right here, you can see he is in the same spot where he's calling the Christians P word. This is the same spot. See the books over here? The same place that this clown stayed to talk about his God is the same place this clown stay to watch child pornography. Do you see? Do you see the kind of clown that we are dealing with? Do you see the kind of clown we are dealing with? I want to see if he show apostate prophet U.S. passport while he was debating with apostate prophet. Anyone could have a U.S. passport if you were living in the U.S. and you were citizen of the United States at one point. But I want to see if the United States of America would let this clown back into this country. I want to see if the United States of America would let a clown like this back in the United States, a child pornographic clown in the United States. This guy is worse than R. Kelly. This clown is worse than R. Kelly.
Tidak bertanggungjawab, bertindak di atas maklumat yang diperolehi sepasukan polis dari bahagian D11 Jenayah Seksual dan Kanak-kanak Jabatan Siasatan Jenayah Ibu Pejabat Polis Kontingen Selangor yang diketuai oleh DSP Nur Hamasirin Butnam Kasut telah membuat serbuan ke atas sebuah rumah banglo 2 tingkat di Batu Sembilan, Ceras, Kajang. Bagi mengulas lanjut mengenai kes ini, kita bersama DSP Nur Hamasirin Butnam Kasut, Pegawai Terus D11 Jenayah Seksual dan Kanak-kanak Jabatan Siasatan Jenayah Ibu.
And the clown maybe do 6 months in jail and then come right out. Man, a pedophile people who promote child pornography should get more time than a murderer. Yeah. They should throw them in the in a jail cell and lock and throw away the key. You know why? Because do you know what pedophilia do to a child? Do you know what child pornography do to a child? Do you know what these things do to a child? He could turn a child into a murderer. He could turn a child into homosexual. He could turn a child into so much evil. A thief because of low self-esteem. The things that they because what? These things could destroy a child's self-esteem and turn the child into something that the child would have never been if it wasn't for these stupid clowns.
Pejabat Polis Kontingen Selangor.
Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Saya DSP Sirin binti Buntenam Ikasuk daripada cawangan D11 Siasatan Seksual Wanita dan Kanak-kanak Jabatan Siasatan Jenayah Ibu Pejabat Polis Kontingen Selangor. Pasukan kami telah menerima maklumat daripada bahagian Siasatan Cyber Seksual D11 Bukit Aman mengenai perkara berhubung dengan pornografi kanak-kanak. Pasukan kami telah menangkap satu lelaki Melayu berusia 40-an kerana
they said the team arrest one Malay man. Guess who the Malay man was? Nothing but the clown. If he was in Jamaica, I know what would be falling down. And if him in his crown, if that was Jamaica, they would rub him out like like when they erase when we were in kindergarten and stuff, and you write with a number 2 pencil and erase it. That's how they would have rubbed him out if he was in Jamaica and they caught him doing that stuff. Before the police come, they rub him out. That's what would have happened to this clown. In certain places of the world, before the police come, they would have rubbed him out. He would be erased and gone into oblivion and forgotten.
Akses atau memiliki atau melayari pornografi kanak-kanak. Siasatan akan dijalankan di bawah Seksyen 10 Akta Kesalahan Seksual Terhadap Kanak-kanak 2017. Sekiranya disabit kesalahan, penjara tidak melebihi 5 tahun atau denda tidak melebihi RM10,000.
Do you see 5-year-old? Do you see it mentioned 5-year-old? What's this? Do you see that? Look on the screen. Jailable offense for more than 5 years. Oh, for more than 5 years. So the clown, the clown was supposed to be in jail for more than 5 years, but he's out calling Christians only in Malaysia, calling Christian the P word, the vagina word.
Atau denda tidak melebihi RM10,000 atau kedua-duanya.
Dalam serbuan tersebut.
Oh, so there's a fine. So maybe Allah pay is fine. So there's a fine for not more than 10. What is that? 10,000 RM are both. So do you see the craziness? You could be in jail for 5 years, pay a fine of 10,000 RM are both. Look, notice what they say, are both. Only in Malaysia. Man, I don't know which country in the Western region you could just found with child pornography and pay a fine and don't go to jail. So guess what? Allah make him. Allah ransom him with a mighty sacrifice. Surah 37 verse what is it, 107, where they say Allah ransom Abraham's son with a mighty sacrifice. It seems like Allah ransom Mensch, this clown, with a mighty sacrifice of 10,000 RM. I wonder how long it take Allah to come up with the money. Man, do you see? But this clown is out now calling people pussies. Do you? I didn't want to mention that name, but that's what he said. Calling people the P word. This clown who was arrested in his home country for pedophilia is out talking about Allah. Allah Akbar. Allah is so great. Allah is so great that he appreciate you being a pedophile. Allah is so great that he appreciate you messing with a little child. That's better than the Quran. My poetry is better than the poetry in the Quran. What a clown, man.
Dua-duanya.
Dalam serbuan tersebut turut dirampas sebuah modem, sebuah unit router.
Oh, wow. He got some mighty hookup in his place. Is that a business place or what? He got... Look at all his computer gadgets. He maybe have some firewall set up to stop them from seeing his pornography, but it didn't work. That man got more computer equipment. The clown got more computer equipment than Google. What a clown, man. This is what Islam is about. This is what Islam is about, man. Every day you can find Muslim clowns. Every day you can find them. And guess what? When a person point at a pastor or somebody and say, oh, the pastor did that, is his behavior supported by Christian law? From the Messiah to Revelation, can you find any law given by the Messiah to the book of Revelation that support the this so-called pastor's behavior? But is mange nasty, dirty, pedophilial way supported by Muhammad? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Let me show you something. That man's behavior is supported by his God and also his prophet. So man's behavior is nothing new. That's why Allah sacrificed $10,000 to get him out of jail, because Allah is the one who told him he could mess with babies. Let me show you something. So, narrated Aisha that the Prophet married her when she was 6 years old, and he consummated his marriage when she was 9 years old. Isham said, I have been informed that Aisha remained with the Prophet for 9 years, i.e. till his death. And this is found in Sahih al-Bukhari 51:34, book 67, hadith 70. But look again. Do you think it ends there? Let's show you what's inside the Quran and why these clowns are enticed by little babies.
If you just read the Quran, it is halal. It would be halal to have sexual intercourse with a 5-year-old. Tell me.
Do you hear what the clown says? If you just read the Quran and then somebody say, write a book like this. Why would I want to write a book like this? If I write a book like this in the United States, I'll be in jail. If I try to write like Allah writes, I would be in jail because Allah write a book of pedophilia. Did you hear what the guy says, man?
How and why? In Surah Al-Talaq, chapter 65, verse 4, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us who you can divorce and who you cannot divorce. And then he says, وَاللَّائِ لَمْ يَحِدْنَ. وَاللَّائِ لَمْ يَحِدْنَ. And the ones who had never been pubescent before.
So this is quite a...
So This Muslim, he's ashamed of it. He called himself the British Muslim. He's ashamed of what's in the Quran, so he's trying to counteract it. But it's clear. It's clear. Muhammad hijab is not telling a lie. If you follow the Quran, as he says, you can have sex with a 5-year-old. And this is why you have idiot like Mensch watching pornography, child pornography, because this is Islam. Marrying to babies, have sex with babies. Mensch is not the only one you see doing this stuff. Mensch is not the only one doing this stuff. I think about 3 years ago, a preacher, Muslim Dawah preacher, I think a imam, had sex with a little child. Had sex with a little child. He was actually the one who was saying that women who dress a certain way is asking to be raped. He actually made the statement that a woman who dress a certain way is asking to be raped, and then not long later, he was having sex with a baby. Why is this? Why is this? Because it is in the Quran. It is in the Hadith. It is the lifestyle. And when you look at it, you see where Muhammad have sex with a 9-year-old, and according to the spirit in Islam, the spirit that gave Muhammad the Quran, in Surah 33, verse 21, Muhammad is the perfect example to follow. So the spirit that met Muhammad in the cave, the one that he initially thought was Satan, Muhammad initially thought that the spirit that met him in the cave at Hira is Satan, and this spirit gave him a book, according to the narrative, that this spirit gave Muhammad a book. And inside the book, according to Muhammad hijab, you could have sex with 5-year-old, and we see where Muhammad married to a 6-year-old and have sex with her, consummated the marriage when she was 9-year-old. Consummated mean having sex with her when she was 9 years old. The spirit of Islam is a spirit of pedophilia. The spirit of Islam is a spirit of murder and pedophilia. Murder and pedophilia. I want you guys to join my brother Adam Seeker, where he's going to be talking about the satanic verses, and you will see this, the spirit of murder in action when he talk about the satanic verses, because he will be talking about what the guy called Salman Rushdie. Is that what his name is? So I just want to say peace out, my brothers and sisters, and God bless you all, man. And thank you for supporting my channel. But let me read some of these comments, because I always do. So I thank you guys for coming in, and God bless you and your family. And I want to say our praises to the triune God, the God who is above all gods, the God who gives us wisdom to decipher things and to make sense of sensible things and to make nonsense of things that are nonsense. And Islam is nothing but nonsense. So happy frenzy. God bless you too. God bless your family. Great Commissioner, shalom. God bless you and your family, my brother. And keep, subscribe to the channel of Great Commissioner. And So my brother asked, why did they let him go free? He was arrested for child porn. Is it not? He he has no shame. So do you see what the lady say in the video? She says he can go to jail for 5 years or pay a fine of, I think it's RM 10. That's their money in Malaysia. RM 10,000 of their money, 10,000 maybe of their dollar. So 10,000 of their dollar and he's free. So Allah sacrificed for him. Somehow he came up with the money, and I guess that's why he's out here free to call us the vagina word. My brother said this subject is in Islam DNA. That is true. So I want to say, man, I just made this video to look into these things because I saw the video of him calling I saw Apostate Prophet post the video of him calling a Christian the P word, and I know that he was arrested some year back. I think I remember if it was David Wood or one of the channel shows that he was arrested for child pornography. You know, this is so clownish. This religion is something else. Religion is Allah sacrificed for him. You know, in the Quran it says Allah ransom Abraham's son with a mighty sacrifice. So Allah ransom Mensch with a mighty sacrifice of 10,000 RM. And now he's out to call Christian the P word. God's comfort and blessing to all the brothers and sisters. Thank you, brother. Thank you a lot. So I want to say peace out, man. And you guys keep yourself safe. And remember, the most important thing is to keep it Jesus. Whatever you do, keep it Jesus. And if somebody will say, oh, you telling somebody to keep it Jesus, you calling someone anus. Yeah, Jesus called people snakes and all, you know, those kind of names. When I say you are anus, literally this guy is an anus. Anybody at all who involve themselves in hurting children is a anus. Because literally, I'm just gonna tell you the truth. You hurt my son, I'm gonna kill you. I'm telling you the truth. I'm just literally telling you the truth. You hurt my son in that kind of way, let me put it Jamaican, a little Jamaican in it. I'm gonna kill you. So straightforward. Any pedophile think that they are bad enough to hurt my son. You are not going to jail. I go into the courthouse and kill